Hi, hello, welcome back. My name is Adara. So, if you like my videos, please subscribe my channel and like all my videos. And please let me know the feedback in the comment section. So, today I have come up with a miscellaneous question set with 5 questions from 5 different topics. So, let's begin. Question 1. Aman can finish a piece of work by himself in 42 days. Mohit, who's 1 by 5 times more efficient than Aman, requires X days to finish the work by working all by himself. The value of X is option A 28 days, option B 49 days, option C 35 days, option D 42 days, and option E 50 days. I'll repeat the question. Aman can finish a piece of work by himself in 42 days. Mohit, who's 1 by 5 times more efficient than Aman, requires X days to finish the work by working all by himself. The value of X is. Okay, so this is a question from the topic time and work. So we'll see how we'll solve this problem. So let's see how we can do this. So in the previous video, which discussed the time and work questions, I had told that we have 3 equations to remember. That is, work is equal to time into efficiency, or efficiency is equal to work by time, or time is equal to work by efficiency. So we have to remember these 3 equations. I'll explain what these equations mean with this question. So let's see. What is said, that is, Aman can do work completely in 42 days, and Mohit is 1 by 5 times more efficient than Aman. So to make things easier, we take Aman's efficiency as 5, so that we can take 1 by 5 of 5 easily. So we consider Aman's efficiency as 5, and it is said that he takes 42 days to complete the work. So we know the efficiency of Aman and time of Aman. So the work will be efficiency into time, that is 42 into 5, which is 210. Now in the question it is said that Mohit is 1 by 5 times more efficient than Aman, which means Mohit efficiency will be 5 plus 1 by 5 of 5. That is, Aman's efficiency is 5 and Mohit is this plus Aman's efficiency by 5, which means Mohit's efficiency will be 6. Therefore, the time taken by Mohit will be work by efficiency. That is, we calculated work is 210 and Mohit's efficiency is 6. Therefore, the time taken by Mohit to finish the whole work will be 210 by 6, which is 35. Now the next question. A certain number of people were supposed to complete a work in 24 days. The work, however, took 32 days since 9 people were absent throughout. How many people were supposed to be working originally? Option A 32, option B 27, option C 36, option D 30, and option E 28. A certain number of people were supposed to complete a work in 24 days. The work, however, took 32 days since 9 people were absent throughout. How many people were supposed to be working originally? So this is again a question related to time and work, but the pattern is different. So let's see how we can solve this. So let the number of people who were supposed to be working originally be n. Then the work will be n into 24 into this number of men's efficiency, let it be E. So each man's efficiency is E. Then if n people works, their total efficiency will be n into E, and the time required is given as 24 days. Therefore, the total work will be 24 into n into E. Now, it is said that 9 people were absent throughout, which means only n minus 9 people were working throughout. And since 9 people were absent, it took 32 days. That is, it took 8 days more than the original number of days. Therefore, it took 32 days. Therefore, the work will be 32 n minus 9 into 32 into this number of people's efficiency. Therefore, we can equate these two works. That is 24 into n into E equal to n minus 9 into 32 into E. E and E cancels. Therefore, we can have the equation 24 into n is equal to 32 into n minus 9. So, solving this, we get that is 24n is equal to 32n minus 288, and which means 8n is equal to 288, or n is equal to 288 by 8, which is 36. So solving this, we get 8n is equal to 288, or n is equal to 288 by 8, which is 36. That's it. So third question, a cylinder having height 196 centimeter and radius 14 centimeter is casted into x number of cubes having side 7 centimeter. Find the value of x. Option A 44, or option B 352, option C 308, option D 392, and option E 2816. A cylinder having height 196 centimeter and radius 14 centimeter is casted into x number of cubes having side 7 centimeter. Find the value of x. So in the question, what they mean is the cylinder's volume will be equal to the volume of x cubes. Since the cylinder, this cylinder's whole volume will be x number of equal to the number of cubes, the total volume of the cubes they created out of it. Therefore, yeah, that is written here. Cylinder's volume is equal to x into each cube's volume. What is cylinder's volume? Pi r square h, where r is the radius and h is the height. Therefore, cylinder's volume is pi r square h. And what will be cube's volume? Cube's volume is this is A, this is A, this is A. So length, breadth and height will be A for cube. Therefore, the volume will be A into A, that is A cube. Now we can equate the volumes. Therefore, pi r square h is equal to x number of cubes are there. Therefore, x into a cube. Now, what is the value of pi? 22 by 7. So substitute that here, and we are given that the radius is 14 and the height is 196. Therefore, pi r square h will be 22 by 7 into 14 into 14 into 196, and it is given that each cube's side is 7 centimeter. Therefore, what will be the volume of each cube? 7 into 7 into 7. And what will be the volume of the total number of x cubes? X into 7 into 7. So equate these. So we get this 7 and here cancels 2. This 7, 2, and this again 28. Now it will be what will be x? X will be 22 into 2 into 2 into 4, which is 352. Now let's go to the fourth question. The sum of three numbers is 177. If the ratio of the first to second is 5:7 and that of second to the third is 21:23, then the second number is option A 21, option B 63, option C 37, option D 66, and option E 77. The sum of three numbers is 177. If the ratio of the first to second is 5:7 and that of second to the third is 21:23, then the second number is. First, let's find the ratio of all the three numbers. We are given the ratio of the first to second and then second to third. So we make it a single ratio. That is, if A, B and C are the numbers, we are given A is to B and B is to C. Therefore, we need to find A is to B is to C. So how we will find that? So first is to second is 5:7 and second is to third is 21:23. So to make it a single ratio, since the second is common in both, second number is common in both the numbers. So since here it is 21, make here also it 21. So to make 7 21, what we need to do? 7 into 3. So if we multiply 7 into 3, we have to multiply 5 also. Therefore, the ratio of first to second becomes 15:21. Now, if first to second is 15:21 and second to third is 21:23, so we can make it a single ratio easily, since the second number is common in both the ratios and the value is the same. Therefore, first to second is to third becomes 15:21:23. Therefore, we take the numbers as 15x, 21x and 23x. Then it is given that the sum of all these numbers is 177. Therefore, 15x plus 21x plus 23x is equal to 177. That is 15 plus 21 is 36. 36 plus 23 is 59. Therefore, 59x is equal to 177, or x is equal to 3. Hence, the second number will be 21x. That is 21 into 3, which is 63. Now the fifth question. The cost price of 42 articles is the same as the selling price of X articles. If the profit is 50 by 3%, then the value of X is. Option A 39, option B 33, option C 37, option D 36, and option E 41. The cost price of 42 articles is the same as the selling price of X articles. If the profit is 50 by 3%, then the value of X is. What is said in the question? That is, cost price of 42 articles is same as the selling price of X articles. So we make the equation 42 into CP is equal to X into SP. CP is the cost price and SP is the selling price. Therefore, it is given that the profit percentage is 50 by 3. If the profit percentage is 50 by 3, what does that mean? The selling price will be this cost price. If the cost price is 100% and profit is 50 by 3, then the selling price will be 100 plus 50 by 3, which is 350 by 3% of CP. Got it? See how we are calculating the profit. That is, if I have a product worth 100 rupees and I am selling it for 120, then I get 20 profit out of the cost price 100. Therefore 20 by 100 into 100, which is 20, is my profit percentage. Therefore we take CP as 100, then the SP will be 100 plus 50 by 3 if 50 by 3 is the profit percentage. Therefore we get SP as 350 by 3% of CP. Hence 42 into CP will be X into 350 by 3% of CP. Therefore CP and CP cancels. And what is 350 by 3% means? 350 by 3% means 350 by 3 whole divided by 100, which is 350 by 300, which is cut by 57 and 6, which is 7 by 6. Therefore 42 into CP is equal to X into 350 by 3% of CP. That is 42 is equal to X into 7 by 6. Therefore X is equal to 42 into 6 by 7, which is 36. So hope you understood all the explanations. If you didn't, please let me know in the comment section. And if you like my video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.